Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 18, Gator. 150. Here we go. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met. In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Mills. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Here's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He's going to run. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Silver. Greystone, Travis.
To throw on second down, Mills. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Mills. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Second and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a 1st down here. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you. Hey, switch gears. Rock it. Pilot, 64, they go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Mills plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run on 1st down. Blackwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Mills. This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
6-6, pull it high.
At the 3-yard line.
Fair. Check 37.
2nd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. In the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to, and I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go. Whip.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Wild, 64, weak. Check. 2, fellas, let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay one day.
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On first and 10, Mills. He gets it to Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Second and 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. Back to throw. Mills. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, Mills into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 60 orange. And that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down.
Get off the field. Mike 54. Zed 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long shot. 54.
He'll drop to throw. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And getting our first update now from Nashville, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Squeeze, get in there. Jim, ready.
They'll go again to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Watch the twist. Alpha.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and 6. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Check. Watch the before. Watch the run. 66. Fully.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Mills. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Quick six. That's what they call it.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these...
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ready. Gator.
Brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check. 2 draw quarters. Check.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Greystone, travel. You're out. I got number 80. 6, 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Mills. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Here's Pirine. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Set 50, plant. Time. Come on, D.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Okay, ready? March by 4. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our ready.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. Mills. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On second down now, Blackwell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Second and long, and it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check 24. Undercrush, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Get it.
To throw on second down. Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mills. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. Looking to throw. Mills. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3.